Hi, this is Ivey, the fulfillment artist, and in this video I'm going to tell you why you have 3 brains and you didn't even know it. So let's look into what constitutes a brain before I start telling you what brains you have. So there are different criteria in this book that I was reading called mbraining. I've got it just here, if you check it out. It's very, very fascinating, but they go through a few different criteria of what it takes to constitute a brain. Now, the most important ones, I think, are the fact that they've got a lot of different neurons, they have different neurotransmitters, and there's memory storage involved. So let's look into the first brain. So the first brain we have is this one, right? Your brain here. Now, everyone knows this. Well, they should. And this brain has got 500 billion neurons. And it's where we're creative, it's where we do our thinking, it's where all our, generally speaking, our thoughts are generated here. And this is the one that we've known for a very long time. If you think when you're in trouble or when you're generally, stressed, you go like this, you really focus in on your head. Sometimes when I'm with clients, I go like this to really hone in, to access my brain. And after, we've worked really hard, you're like, oh, my brain hurts, me get headaches. So this one seems quite obvious. But what about the second one? Well, the second one is our heart brain. Now, the heart brain is very fascinating. Because have you ever gone, oh, I've been heartbroken, or I've got heartache, or my heart aches? So the heart has between 80,000 and 120,000 neurons. And it's where our values are, our emotions, and our spiritual side of things. So how can you access your heart brain? Well, what we're going to do is we're going to move on to that in a sec, but there's another brain that I want you to be aware of. And that is our gut brain. Have you ever said, oh, I've just got this gut feeling. I just feel that I dislike this person. And I don't know why. I just have a feeling that there's something wrong here. Or as you're about to walk down an alley and you're just like, oh, I'm not sure. Or something. It's sort of this, we don't know why, there's no explanation, but we just feel it in our gut, in our stomach. Okay, so this brain has about 500 million neurons. And this is where we have acts of courage, we're courageous, and we trust our gut and we just go for it. So those are the 3 types of brain. So then the question is, how can we link them and how can we utilize all of them? So the way in which mbraining works is they say that the principle is the heart leads. And what's very interesting, when you look into Taoism, that breaks down into Chinese medicine, they say that the heart is the emperor and your gut is the general. So your heart leads and tells you what to do, and then your gut has the courage and the capacity to then do it. And then your brain is the creativity that makes it all happen. So then we look into, so how do we lead with our heart? Well, one of the things that they were mentioning, and they've got so many different exercises, but let me give you the golden nuggets. So breathing is really powerful. So if you just breathe in and out, because most people aren't aware of their breath. So if you go like, and you have balanced breathing, then this can help synchronize everything. But what I want you to be aware of is if you breathe in too much, so you're going, you're going to speed up your heart and you're going to become anxious. So instead, what would happen if you did the opposite? So when you breathe out too much, so you're like, your heart slows down. You begin to relax. And there's something that I say, breathing is a great way to manage your state. But when you're trying to synchronize everything, you want much more balanced breathing. Now, one other thing that I use with clients, and I didn't realize how powerful this was after reading some of actually what happens whilst you do this, is breathing into your heart for 2 minutes. And it gives us something called heart intelligence, where your brain and your heart are aligned. So you put your hand on your heart, and what you do is you just, and you keep doing deep breaths, and you just focus all your energy on your heart. What happens is it brings you just to peace. And they've got experiments where basically your mind's like this and your heart's like this and it's all going crazy, and then suddenly it's aligned. And it allows you to think in different ways. So what do I want you to get from this video? I want you to start trusting the different brains you have and listen. Because most people aren't aware. Listen to your heart. Listen to when you have that gut feeling. And then obviously you know how to use your brain. But just be aware this week of when you go about and what your body's trying to tell you, what brain is trying to speak to you. And I think you'll find it very, very fascinating. So please comment if you've got any questions. Like the video if you enjoyed this. And I look forward to seeing you next week.